Last time.
I can cast Firebolt!
Well done indeed.
And then I finished the Radiant Dark, so not much else to say.
How could TLoZ just die like that? I was supposed to kill him. Of course I loved him. I've only loved 2 mortals in my life. The first I killed with a kiss. I was going to do the same to TLoZ. You have no idea how much I've fantasized about kissing TLoZ and feeling his body go cold and limp in my arms.
Wow, Gilsey's kinda scary. She's a straight up psychopath. Anyway, welcome to the Stolen Years Part 6. Gonna be a little bit more of Damien and Destana stuff, and then different stuff. I'm trying my best not to do boomerang storytelling like The Walking Dead. Hopefully it's working for somebody.
I must go down to the seas again, to the lonely sea and sky.
I like that little poetic touch. Classic cutting room floor quest.
You posted a notice about the missing apprentices?
Ah, that, yes. It's possible that there was less than the necessary amount of oversight. That's still being looked into. But we've had no contact with them for quite some time now. Arniel wondered if perhaps they'd somehow managed to get themselves lost in the Outer Realms. But I think that's giving them too much credit.
Where could they have gone?
I'm not sure. None of them were working on anything terribly dangerous. As I recall, Ysra was trying to improve flame cloak spells to better work in Skyrim's harsh environment. Ilas Tai was practicing illusion spells. She was having trouble with the calm spells, I believe, but only ever worked with skeevers. And then there's Borvir and Rundi, twins, though they rarely agreed on anything. Those 2 boys were obsessed with mead, convinced they could concoct something to compete with Honningbrew. Something about using frost magic to chill the mead for a certain period of time. I felt it was a waste, but the Archmage let them proceed.
I'll see you in the morning.
Is that Damien out there?
You could join me, and we could skip class. Thank you. I'm not exactly a morning person. Hello, Enther. I figured I'd run into you around the college eventually.
Hello. This is unexpected. I'm assuming you're here for more than a social call. Nothing illegal, I hope.
No, I'm actually here to study, if you can believe it.
Well now, this is unexpected. This is going to be terrible for business.
Oh, come on. It's still me. I know, I said it would be a cold day in Oblivion before I set foot in here as an apprentice.
As you've said countless times before, you, my friend, need practice.
Well, maybe I finally realized you have a point. I'm never going to learn to cast properly with both hands if I don't take it more seriously.
Good. Concentration is paramount when dealing with magical forces. Let me give you a bit of advice. A sufficient explanation will cover almost anything.
I think we both know I have that covered. It's a good thing, too, because I might die of boredom waiting for some of these students to catch up.
I should have expected as much. Students are an unfortunate necessity of a college. Good luck. I'll be here if you need me.
Could you gather the kids and meet me on the roof? Okay guys, I'm gonna teach you a little something, and we're going to find some missing apprentices. Damien, Adara, this is Slowfall. Good for travel, good for safety. Oh, wow, looks like you already know telekinesis. Also a useful utility spell. Give it a try.
I did it. Nice.
All right, here's where it is on the map. I'm gonna use my glider. It gets more reach.
Where did you find that?
Believe me, it was entirely random. Now don't be afraid. And jump.
Wow, flying is really cool.
Technically, none of us are flying, just falling with style. They outlawed that spell about 200 years ago, turned into lost knowledge.
Aha! I made it first!
With as vertical as Skyrim is, this is a great addition.
So it's a race then? Good job, kid.
Looks like her ring.
Dang, that is some nice craftsmanship. Nice abs, TLoZ.
Hey, no fair!
With these rune traps, she's probably the right person to do this. I was thinking about eventually giving her access to Tar Heel's Gale, which is the thing that lets me, like, float up, but I think I'm just going to use it sparingly. I do have an explanation for it. Shot in the butt. I think at this point using archery for her is just too OP.
Hey, I caught up.
Be careful, there's a hostage.
Intentionally not using archery is like fighting left-handed. I'm gonna fill you with tiny bolts of light, punk. That is definitely what she would have done. Should I free this prisoner? Yes. I don't know what mods each one of these individual people are.
Ah, there you are. Not you
Definitely 3D
specifically,
NPCs
of
for her.
course, but I was waiting for an adventurer to free me from this predicament. I had assumed Borvir would be more than enough protection against the occasional bandit. He said he was a conjurer from the College of Winterhold. And that's his corpse. So I'm beginning to doubt the accuracy of that statement.
So this was cut content, but was this 3D NPC planned around that? Cutting Room 4 actually gave me a quest for it.
Might have been a conjurer. An apprentice, though.
I see. Right. An apprentice. That would explain why Borvir was so hapless against that bandit. But I guess he wasn't the only one. I was pretty much paralyzed throughout the whole ordeal. It's, well, it's no wonder my colleagues nicknamed me Canis Root. In any event, my name is Kiana. I'm an alchemist. And no, I won't brew you an ale. When, Borvir became arrow fodder, I humbly suggested to the bandit that he could make far greater use of me alive. In truth, I was planning on killing him using a similar trick to the one, you know, Asliel Dureni used to vanquish the Lokvar. But before I could, enact my plan, another bandit killed him and took his place. 3 bandits later, and, well, here we are.
We saved you this time.
Probably better, too, since I think those guys were cannibals.
Right, but another adventurer could. Bandits and adventurers are like, well, red and blue mountain flowers. Some restore your health, others ravage it, but the mountain will never be rid of either.
The worst of them. Yeesh.
This is one of those harsh realities of adventuring. Sorry, kid. We should check out Amol City. It's an ancient town that got destroyed during the Great Collapse, rebuilt a few years ago.
A cozy little town here, not much going on.
Need something? Drink for the thirsty, food for the hungry.
What is it?
Oh hey, another 3D NPC.
Well met, traveler. I am Kaidojo, a monk making the pilgrimage to this shrine of Azura.
I'm guessing he just appears in random towns. Mod solid for ya.
Leave me alone.
Don't know what's wrong with him.
Porker face?
Go ahead, kid. Turn it in. Your first quest. Good job.
That incident in Morthal was just a misunderstanding, no matter what the guards claim.
This is Yisra's.
Gods, this is hers, isn't it? She will certainly be missed.
This was Rundy's.
It certainly is. Was, I suppose. He would never have willingly parted with it. What a shame.
Borvir's?
Yes, I recognize it. Well, I suppose I needn't wonder where he is anymore.
Ilaste.
Oh dear. I had particularly high hopes for her. Once she had overcome her difficulties, she could have been quite successful here.
We found the Apprentices.
Well, all of the previous apprentices have been accounted for thanks to you. Here, why don't you take this? It was intended to be given to the best in their group, as a reward for their hard work. It's the least I can do for your help in putting this matter to rest. Oh dear, I didn't mean to say it like that. That wasn't a joke, really.
Could you teach me a bit of conjuration?
I'll teach you some of what I know, but be careful.
Hey Mom, can I have some money? I want to go train with Feralda.
Yeah, okay, sure, sweetie.
The college is an asset to Skyrim. Much knowledge lies within the college's walls. I can teach you, but I won't be held responsible for what you do with the knowledge. Destruction spells come in different forms, each useful for various purposes. Concentration spells can be cast immediately, though they're weaker. Good for a tight spot and less costly if you miss. You'll also need to decide whether to devote yourself to a single type of spell. Focusing solely on flame spells will make them more powerful, but you may find yourself at a disadvantage against foes immune to fire.
Just gonna distribute the rest of my perks now that I actually have some skill. Also, I'm showing this out of order. That's pretty much all for this little Damien Destana mini arc. That's how I'm telling these stories now.
See you later, Mom.
I'll be back in a few days to check in. See how you like training here.
Love you, Mom.
Welcome, Roheisa. Your application seems pretty cut and dry. Galahad's years of service and your already impressive capabilities all but guarantee you a spot.
Well, I didn't imagine I'd get in straight away. Thank you, sir.
You already have a suit of armor and a weapon, I assume?
Yes, sir!
I do believe I have a job for you. You seem to be quite more capable than a normal squire. If you can pass this test, I have the power to promote you to Chevalier.
I look forward to the opportunity, sir.
We have word the Daedric artifacts are concentrating in Skyrim. You are to locate Chrysamere, the Divine Crusader's relics, and the Lord's mail, and recover them before whatever coming cataclysm occurs.
Sir, I will do this.
Even the king will hear of it if you do. You are dismissed, Squire Roheisa. Divines be with you.
Also with you, sir. This is rubbish. I'm a 15-year-old. I am a child. I've heard Skyrim's wilderness is the most dangerous, most wild. I do have an advantage over most teenage female knights in that my father's a Magna Gi. But does Sir Teamup actually expect me to do this? Or die in the wilderness? Does he have a grudge against my father from the conflict? I suppose I should hire some help. Or perhaps I could contact the Vigilants of Stendarr. I hear they have a chapter here. That's quite the impressive castle.
Everything all right?
Huh. They just gonna let me pass right through?
Disrespect the law and you disrespect me. You're like me, eh? Don't fancy those clunky two-handed weapons.
Got a giant axe.
Really pissing it down out here. Maybe I can find a roadside inn.
Sure thing. It's yours for a day.
I like how Inns and Taverns has some pretty original inn designs.
Mayhaps Skyrim is more like a tiger, fearful but beautiful.
I've been hunting and fishing in these parts for years.
Did someone steal my horse? What is that woolly beastie?
You speak to a Vigilant of Stendarr. Cavort with any Daedra, and we will hunt you down. The suffering the Daedra cause will not go unpunished.
How can I help out, brother?
Your desire to serve Stendarr is admirable, but you must first get permission to join from the Keeper.
The mercy of Stendarr does not extend to Daedra worshippers.
Seen enough magic.
Wherever the Daedra hide, the Vigil of Stendarr
It's weird to have
casts
one
them into the
voice
light.
for all the females.
Stendarr's mercy be upon you, for the Vigil has none to spare.
He's got nothing to say at all.
The suffering the Daedra cause will not go unpunished.
Wherever the Daedra hide, the Vigil of Stendarr will cast them into the light. This is the whole of the Vigilant. Keeper Karset heads the branch and decides who shall provide healing to the sick and justice to the wicked.
It's never covered, like, actually where the Vigilants are in Tamriel, or if it's just Skyrim. Never been this happy to see an interesting NPC that actually wants to talk. It's strange to have an Altmer Vigilant.
Tell me about your order.
Our order was founded after the Oblivion Crisis. We dedicated our lives to facing the threat of the Daedra wherever they appear. While we hunt all abominations that prey on mortals, we hold special enmity for the Daedra. The Daedra treat humanity as playthings, toys that only exist for their amusement. It is this perspective that makes them our sworn enemy. After all, it matters not if a toy breaks, bleeds, or dies. A toy is just a toy.
It would make sense if their headquarters are here, though.
Stendarr's mercy be upon you, for the Vigil has none to spare.
So this note is about how there's a bunch of missing Vigilants of Stendarr. I guarantee 99% of people who play this game haven't done this quest. I definitely haven't. Because whenever anybody mentions the Dawn Guard in town, boom, the Vigil of Stendarr is gone. I have a mod that delays it.
I am the keeper of the Vigil here in Skyrim. We bring Stendarr's mercy to the innocent, and his justice to the Daedra.
I want to join, do a bit of work to help.
Do you? Well, you can't represent us like that. Take this kit and see if TLoZ has any work for you.
They're all wearing armor. She gives me robes rather than, like, Vigilant armor. Or some of these guys are wearing Dawn Guard armor. I'm going to keep wearing my armor, thanks. Oh yeah, this quest is from dealing with Daedra, and it does not have quest markers or anything. Kind of ridiculous, if you ask me.
Perfect timing, Inajit. We need more firewood to set up a purification pyre. Go chop 30 pieces outside.
I've heard some of this is good, so for your viewing pleasure, I'm going to speed up some of the menial parts.
Ah, excellent. There's some sweeping for you to do, and after you can prepare the evening meal.
Cooking, cleaning. I didn't ask to join to be a housewife.
You don't think preparing food is making Skyrim safer? How many lives do you think are saved by feeding the poor in long winters? I understand, though, you are young and lack the wisdom and understanding that age brings. I assure you that you are not ready to fight monsters. If you want something a little more exciting, tell you what, the Vigilant at Stendar's Beacon are due for supplies southeast of Riften. It's right near the border. Go take them these supplies and bring back the report they should have for me. Take this to ward off any animals.
So obviously feeding the poor is worthwhile, and it would make sense for their new guy to cook the meals, but I don't want to do that.
Winters were never this cold in High Rock.
Wherever the Daedra hide, the suffering the Daedra cause will not go unpunished.
Supplies from Torald.
Ah, thank you. Here is the report.
What is going on? Not ready to fight monsters, my ass.
Wherever the Daedra hide.
What the hell were those creatures? Red Mountain's plume. Never seen it up close. Looks as though nobody's watching. I'm going to try getting a little distance this time. The Vigilants tell me those were Falmer, ancient snow elves, corrupted by the Dwemer. Phew, that's about my limit. Whew, slow fall.
I'm warning you! Back off!
Oi, mate. Sorry I fell into your fort. I just want to leave. Didn't mean anything by it.
Attention, bandits! The local Jarl, Ulfric Stormcloak, put a price on your heads. It's nothing personal. You just moved into an abandoned fort and you happen to be the lowest level bandits around.
So be it then. Greetings. Care for some help, Ducky?
Yeah. I assume you're not with these schmucks?
Of course not.
Nice armor. Introductions later. Bandits now.
I'll try and make this quick.
You're rather tall, mystery adventurer.
You're a Breton, right? Name's Runa.
I'm Roheisa, of Wayrest. Pleased to meet you.
I'm of Riften, I guess.
Get him! You're outmatched.
That's some synergy right there.
This used to be a Stormcloak fort. Amazing number of bandits in these wilds. Usually these team-ups have a healer or a spellcaster or whatever.
I'm both.
Oh, sneaking and picking locks I can also do.
A good match indeed.
Let's get below.
Did you hear something?
That was crisp as fuck. Oh yeah, she's new here, so I have the challenge on Apprentice.
You won't get away.
Fire, frost, or lightning.
Empty? What the hell is that?
Relax, it's a mimic.
Oh, I think they have these in High Rock. Never seen one, thought they were extinct.
Oh, that's so sweet of you.
Are there no prisoners here?
Well, there aren't any quests here after the Civil War, so it makes sense.
Any towns nearby? Think I need to rest before I continue my walk back to the Hall of the Vigilants.
There's Nemalton. It's pretty small, rebuilt recently from an earlier era.
Also lost my horse, it appears.
I can guide you there.
Thank you.
No problem.
I guess that's it for today. Next time, some more Runa Roheisa stuff. Also, did you see the two of them when they entered the fort? I'm going to show you that in slow motion. You noticed how as part of Runa's swing she ducks under Roheisa's axe? That's just chef's kiss, man. So long, and thanks for watching.